friends, and welcome to my channel in this new year in 2024. Today I want to go over some things to help us level up. I want to go over some dreams and intentions and things that I want to do throughout 2024 just to help us live a more fulfilled and happy life. As we go through some of these dreams and intentions that I have written down, so I don't really do resolutions. I talked about this a little bit last year because I find them a little bit toxic because you set this resolution, you're like, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna work on my health, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and when you can't keep at it, it kind of like tricks your brain into thinking that you failed, because I always feel like we start off really good and then kind of like teeter towards the end of the year, and then it's like, okay, let's start over. So when I do intentions, these are like little steps to add up to like one big thing throughout your life, not necessarily towards the end of the year. So some of these intentions might sound familiar. I did some of them last year, and it's something that, oh, okay, well, let's start this intention. And then if we get off a little, that's fine because it's an intention and we're tricking our brain into thinking, all right, if I don't do it right now or I get off, well, let's redo it, instead of just thinking, oh, well, I failed this resolution, blah, blah, blah. So one of the things to help leveling up this year is to solidify routines. Now, when I say routines, I mean like morning routines, evening routines, night routines, and things like that. But there are a few things that I want to start implementing daily. And if it gets off, like if I go on a vacation or if sometimes I just might not feel good, that's fine because it's an intention, and then we'll just reset and do it again the next day. One of the things that I want to do for like my morning routine is to get up and let light in. This really helps with that circadian rhythm. I've been watching some videos and doing some research on that because a lot of times I just feel so tired throughout the day. And if you let light in, it just will wake your brain up. And so that's something that I wanted to do for my morning routine. And another thing that I want to add are my daily devotionals. Now, there are so many different devotionals. You can either do it on your phone, you can do it online, but there's something about having a hard copy in my hand that makes it more intentional, and it makes it to where I feel like I'm going to do it more because it's real. And one of the devotionals that I have loved, I kind of stopped doing it towards the end of the year because we got crazy with, holiday stuff and everything. But this is Beauty in Your Brokenness. And it has been such an amazing feel because I've talked about this a little bit before, like as creators and as a creative and an actor, voice actor, anything like that, your worth starts to feel kind of diminished, especially if no one is constantly giving you that validation. And that's something that at least people with my type of personality can kind of come across. This has been amazing, and I will link this. I think it's really great for females and really great for creatives, and especially if you are a female creative. I mean, you can read this if you're not, but it has really helped me. And as far as like night routines, just making sure things are neat and tidy before I go to bed so I can wake up to a clean space to help me mentally. That doesn't always happen, but I want to start making sure that I implement that, and that my intention is to continue that throughout the year so it becomes just kind of a normal thing. Next is no phone in the morning and the night. Sometimes we can scroll, mindless scrolling, and I have gotten so much better about that. I literally have like no desire to see what's happening in the morning as soon as I wake up, because sometimes I feel like when we're trying to work on our mental health, things like that, they keep you second guessing yourself. They keep you wanting to live this lifestyle or wanting to live that lifestyle, and it makes you feel bad. And I have no desire to feel bad this year. Another thing that I want to do this year is to make vision boards. And this is something that I did last year. So here are mine from last year. If you watched my vlog where I went to my friend's house and we had that spring tea party and had a vision board party just to kind of like start anew for the spring, these are, I don't think I ever actually showed what they were, I need to create a new one for this year. So basically, like what I did for these is I went on Pinterest and just found things that inspired me, like arranged them all together in a collage, and I printed them off actually at Staples. And then I took them to the party and we just cut them and glued them on our boards because, like I said, there's something about just having a hard copy of things that make it more real. Next is planning. I have this adorable planner that my mom got me for Christmas, and of course it has a mushroom on it and it says live life in full bloom, and I love that. This has already been such an inspiration for me. I really think that it's going to help me this year in making sure that I plan. I'm not the best at organizing and planning. I really am not. My ADHD brain is just not the best, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do our best. Next up is to keep working on my health and mental health. And with this, it's definitely meditation and prayer that helps me so much. And also just to keep working out. I had an intention last year where I was going to do 2 days a week, and I did pretty good on that. I definitely teetered off a little bit, but for the most part, I did really well. And I've already started doing that. I started going to the gym on base, and I didn't realize that they had like a boxing area. And if you haven't seen some of my videos where I do my boxing classes when I'm in Texas, it's something that I can take control, and it's a good cardio workout, and it lets out just like a lot of anxieties that I can hold throughout the day. And so that is something that I want to keep doing, and that helps with definitely mental and physical health. Another thing that I feel like can help us level up is stacking habits. Now, I started reading about this and I thought it was such a good idea. So let's say that you are watching, I don't know, a show and you want to keep watching it. Well, instead of just like scrolling mindless away on social media as you watch your show, I know you do it, I do it too, is put your phone away or get your tablet or phone in a stand and actually do a workout as you're watching your show. And so this is called stacking your habits. So that way, if you're watching your show and you're doing something you might not want to do, like work out, then it's something that will kind of trick your brain into thinking that you're doing something fun, and then it will become an easier habit. Now, the things that I just talked about were stuff for my personal life, and I feel like a lot of people can identify with that. Now, these next intentions are for my career life, and when I say career, I'm meaning like my acting and voice acting, also the YouTube and content creation, because I definitely want to grow this channel more, and I want to do it by cultivating like a slow Ghibli style lifestyle, I guess. And so I want to kind of slow down. I want to appreciate the small things in life, which I started doing last year, and it has helped me so much. I also want to keep working with either a coach or classes. I started doing that last year, and I definitely want to continue to do that and level up my acting and voice acting, because it's been kind of tough when I'm not like in the area that I want to be to keep that going. So I want to look for more agents, and one of the things last year was look for a Midwest agent where I am now and an LA agent. So I submitted to a bunch of LA agents and I didn't hear back from anything, but I did with a agency here in the town that I'm in. But remember when back, if you have been following along, when I had the sty on my eye, and I'm still having a little bit of an issue. I don't know if I have some scar tissue there or if there's like some left over. I need to go talk to the doctor again about it, but it's not near as bad as it was. I couldn't sign on because I had to do this workshop and get headshots done with the agency. With that, I couldn't because my eye was basically swollen shut. And even though I already had headshots that I used when I was in the Dallas area, they want them to be very consistent, I guess, with the website. So I have to have their headshots. So yeah, there's that. This next one that I want to do will benefit everybody because I want to do more conventions. I want to meet people. I want to hang out and just have fun. Conventions, anime conventions were something that I started going to before I was even a voice actor, and I was really into the cosplay community. I just love becoming these characters that I had fallen in love with, and it's such a dream come true that I'm even able to do something like this for a living or in my life, even though that's something that I had wanted to do since I was 8 years old. Not necessarily a voice actor, that's just something that naturally occurred. I am still in awe that I'm able to do that, and I'm incredibly thankful. It's really tough to get into, and you have to have a strong backbone and thick skin because it has definitely brought me to tears. I will say this industry has brought me to tears, and not necessarily because of the people, but you are constantly getting rejections, and if you don't develop that thick skin, then yeah, like incredibly thankful. Another thing that I really need to do is revamp my website. I created it in 2018, and you can definitely tell. So it's something that I need to update this year and just get new pictures up there and update my bio. It's old because I have done a lot more since then. So that is something that I will do this year to help level up my acting career. And the last thing, this is for me and for you guys, is just to be the main character in our own lives. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys. Make sure that you like and you subscribe, and please comment, because like I said, I enjoy so much and I really want to create a community, have a fun space to communicate. And I will see you guys on the next video.